Hello, I'm Chitra Vishwanath. I'm an architect who practices ecological architecture in the city of Bangalore. I'm part of DLC's Global Design Committee, and you're welcome to my DLC talk. My talk is about how did I start working on ecological architecture. After graduating from CEPT, Ahmedabad, I set up a practice in 1991 in Bangalore, and the earliest works were on reducing the cost of construction. But we built our own home. And when we built our own home, we realized there are many other issues which a building faces. And one issue was, where is the material to build coming from? We decided we'll build a basement because the soil we saw at our site was just ultra beautiful. So we decided to build a basement, and the earth we got from the basement was used to build the house above. In this whole process, we also got a space in the basement for living, which is 22 degrees centigrade throughout the year. While we were building the house, we noticed the amount of rain which falls on our terraces, and we collected it. And this collection went on to bring in another aspect of the build is about water, and thereby securing the water within one's own plot. In the same vein, we also worked on treating the wastewater in our own plot and created a new space which we call as smart roof, where a smart roof is where you not only harvest the water from, but also treat your wastewater, because that's the only place where you have the sun. Grow food. We grow rice on our roof. And that rice on the roof is grown by human fertilizer. Besides all that, obviously, you can put solar thermal and solar PV. Our own house, we call as the laboratory of ideas, and this has become the way we practice. Our office is called Biome Environmental Solutions. We have made, of what I would rightly say is we have designed about 1,000 different ecological designs in many parts of India too. And our interest has always been that how do you make a building as a positive insert in the ecosystem? What do we mean by ecosystem? Ecosystem is a place for everyone and everything. So, and in ecosystem, in human ecosystem, we tend to think it's only a space for humans. But COVID has shown us that we need to be thinking of everyone. And that is about the other fauna too. So how do we design for that? How do we create spaces which we build in this Anthropocene era, because it's all man-made? How do we build for others too? In this whole scene, the others are not only the flora, but we also talk about how do we design with people, and how do we design with people that they earn a decent livelihood. So here, what happens is that in our design decisions, we take a lot of input from the way construction would be done and how that construction will be beneficial, even in terms of upping the skills of people at the site. So I take a very short anecdote. We've been working with the same team for 30 plus years now. And one of our chief mason is highly skilled. And there was another person who wanted skilled masons. He asked for the phone number. We gave 2 phone numbers of 2 skilled construction masons, whom we call here as Mistries. And the person called me back after a week. What kind of people are these? I said, why, what happened? I called Mr. Rajshekhar and he says he's in Venice. And I called Ravi, and he's in US. So this is what we are looking at. How do you skill and through construction provide great livelihoods? Now, what's happened is that Ravi joined us 30 years back, became a head mason because he continued upping his skill, and he created a body of team which can go and build anywhere in India. He has built near Mumbai, he is building in Hyderabad and other places. But besides that, he came up, and now he's a big mason, and his daughter is working in US, and that's where he was. He went to meet him. So this is which makes us feel a lot better about this idea of ecological construction, which is for also people and ecosystem friendly. Now, with ecosystem, we also talk about why are we using a material which comes from very far away. Gandhi said, build with material which is available just about 5 kilometers radius. And we say, why not build with material which is right below your feet? And that's earth. Earth below 300 mm is not really very biologically active, and that earth can be used to build. And what we are learning is from our ecosystem. This kind of earth construction was something pioneered in Bangalore, in the Indian Institute of Science, Civil Engineering Department. So our ecosystem is also a knowledge ecosystem, which is again the city of Bangalore has given us. So the material comes from below our earth. For living, the water comes from above our heads. And the 300 mm earth which you have removed and kept away, which is biological active, is again put on our roofs. And there you grow rice from the human waste. So this way, the building is the positive insert. And in the process of construction, you have trained skills which are right now not available. People then get a lot more confident, and they're able to get better representation, and they're able to better salaries when they go out, which otherwise in the normal construction mode is almost contract labor, which is almost like slavery. Here, they are confident because they have skill in their hand. Then when we start looking at a building in this manner, it is no different from what a bird makes. It's not taking things away from the ecosystem. And it's not a nest, it's not something which is throwing out waste. Now, our buildings don't throw out wastewater. They're designed for the climate, so there is no ACs, so there's no bad air going out. And they're built with local materials. So there is much lower embodied energy, and there is much lesser carbon embodied in these buildings. So this is why we insist that buildings of future have to be part of the ecosystem, both social and ecological. So I hope this was helpful to kind of give you an idea of what is future of construction, of architecture in the clear and present time of climate change. And I hope you would contact me and we can be in touch and exchange ideas. Thank you very much.